Hey, I'm Chaz.
And I'm Britt.
NYCWAO. Let's talk about
How to get away with murder.
Just in case you didn't know, she said how to get away
How to
with
get
murder.
away with murder.
Yeah, so we're
Okay.
how to get away with murder, because we're like combining episode 5 and 6, basically what is it, October 23rd and October 30th episodes. What I thought was interesting was when Laura was like when Michaela started spazzing on her when Frank called her phone.
I said, why is Frank calling you?
She started going crazy.
She's like, you said I can't. Y'all said I can't call Aiden, and you called Frank.
Okay, but I don't know why she thought that he called. She called her.
I guess
like,
to tell him like, oh my god.
Isn't it interesting? It's
but why would she call her
the
fiance?
phone started ringing. Though.
But why would she call Frank though? I mean, why would Michaela call Aiden and tell him about this?
Okay.
That's the stupid.
I mean, I don't get that. But the funny thing was when Laura was like, yes, I'm a cheater. Yes, I'm a slut.
Me because I shoved him.
She said, yes, I'm a slut and I'm a bad person.
It's not that big
so the
of a
thing
deal.
is this, do y'all get it? Especially those, if you're looking at this review and you watch our scandal reviews, those of you who are always dead set against what we have to say about infidelity and stuff like that. Did you hear what this young lady said? She's not even sleeping with a man who is married. She said, I'm a slut, I'm a cheater, I'm a bad person, and I'm also a murderer. We didn't say it. Okay? She said that.
She did.
And I think it's consistent and it's in line with what we've been saying. But anywho, I mean, maybe they'll accept it from her, but they probably threw their nose up to that as well. But I thought it was really interesting. And she was like, she said, but if y'all want to talk all this crap, do it while we up here picking up this hair body.
She said, why would I tell y'all? We're not friends.
Yeah, that was funny too.
And everybody was like.
But the funny thing is, everybody was giving her the... Wes was looking at her like, everybody kind of said, wait a minute, so you sleeping with Frank? And you
even though you're with Khan?
Yeah, it was crazy. I thought that was really fun. It's funny that their dialogue in these scenes. Mommy said that she doesn't like the back and forth.
She said that she doesn't like the fact that they always start out with the body. And
she said they keep going. I like it though. I love the back and forth as far as the time.
It's like we're picking up where we left off. The fact they're trying to remind us that this is the main story because we're also dealing with the cases.
And also, what people don't realize is that is the present.
Yeah, this is the present.
With them dealing with the body, the bonfire. This is presently what's happening. As far as the storyline goes, and then we're getting the cases.
And this is also the first thing that should be on our mind.
The present for that story.
We have to keep this in the back of your head, like this is happening, and they're just giving us backstory.
Yeah, it's.
So it's like, the case is going on. Lila died, and all of that. Everything else is going on. Nate and Annalise, but this is the meat of it.
Yeah, I really
Sam is dead. Yeah, and we gotta get rid of the body.
And we gotta find out who the hell killed Sam. I really like How to Get Away with Murder. I thought it was really crazy. So, this is when, this is the episode, of course, when Rebecca dips. Yeah. Because
Rebecca was like, with her big eyes, she was like.
Because, she gets into this interview with, what's his name, Sam. Truth be told, it's because Annalise wants him to find out if she recognizes, if she knows him, seeing pictures of him. And his stupid behind, a lawyer he is not.
Exactly.
He's asking all these damn questions. Yeah, like you saw the attitude he was
Sam
kind of throwing at her.
Right. He light skin like Drake, and he just in his feelings.
He was throwing all types of attitudes towards Rebecca, and there was a point where
he's like, "Well, do you have any proof of that?"
And she hit the because she stated that her IQ is high.
Exactly.
I mean, come on, y'all. And when Rebecca said, "Pew on that Yamaha, chrome down 1100," when she dipped, and Wes was like, "What the hell?" She was like, "Check the wallpaper, Wes. Check the wallpaper." Click. You know what I mean? You think it was a burnout phone? You think she threw that phone out?
Maybe. But nobody would ever do that type of thing to me because I'm going to be confused like...
Yeah, Brittany going to be like, what wallpaper? Who has wallpaper?
I don't have wallpaper.
Brittany going to be like, it's 2014. Who's using wallpaper?
Yeah, I'm like...
That's so 80s. That's her.
But I'm going to be so confused. I'm like, wait, I can't talk to anybody about this because...
Was that scene not epic when Wes was standing in that daggone bathroom? And Annalise was like, what the heck are you doing? He had
your husband is Darcy.
Okay. He was like, what is this hair wallpaper doing this dead hair wall?
Annalise? Is that their wallpaper up on that damn wall?
That joint was crazy. Yeah, but I mean, I thought that episode 5 was pretty cool.
But also Wes, though, he was, I guess because he was so, pregnant with emotion that he didn't acknowledge, like nothing on his face showed that Annalise didn't have her wig on. Yeah. Because he's just looking at her like, And she's sitting here like, no. But the
talking
daggone braids sticking out. I can't. No.
Yo, Annalise, man, and the way she's just talking so whatever with the hair. We already said that. I mean, because we did 5 and 6, you know, it's whatever. But that joint is crazy. But what y'all don't understand is that Annalise basically co-signed with us when she was like, tell it to your first wife, because she knew what it is. You know what I'm saying? You
At least she knows what it is. Yeah.
You got with him this way. This is how you're going to lose
That's why
him.
she's
Or
not
keep
here.
him. You're going to keep him this way too, where he's going to be cheating. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But the case in episode 5 had to do with the boy killing his father.
Yeah, the sociopath.
Who was the police officer.
Yeah.
And that was crazy because I thought that it took a lot of balls for the mother to be standing on that scene, with all of those cops in the courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, that's a big. And
but did they explain it to us, or did no one say anything about the fact that he had bleach splatter on his shirt?
Yeah, did anyone notice that when he was talking to Annalise? I thought it was interesting.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, and Laurel, of course, messed with the jury or whatever in order to, so that they can know about, you know, whatever nullification. I think it was, or something like that.
Yeah.
But it wound up getting thrown, you know, because of that, it was a mistrial, so everything was cool. Everything was good anyway.
And then she was mad at Frank, like, well, why didn't you tell Annalise I'm the one who, you know, I made this so that, you know, we came out on top. And
crazy.
He's like, we didn't win, so...
Crazy.
She was like, whatever, Frank.
It was insane. But, I mean, I think that I just love this show. I like it. I like it a lot. But, Rebecca...
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, I was saying, speaking on Laura and Frank, then she was kissing on Frank, and then she was like, I have a boyfriend.
Yeah, that always makes me laugh.
And then she went to her boyfriend on
Then
hot
goes to her
invited
boyfriend
from Frank.
to get fixed, to get her fixed. That's why when she said that in the beginning, she was like, look, I'm a slut, I'm a cheater, I'm a bad person. At least she's owning her ish.
Yeah, poor Laura.
You feel me? She's owning. But let's talk about that flimsy pizza that Rebecca was eating when she was sitting on Wes's bed.
She got a whole pie of $1 pizza. You only get one slice of $1 pizza.
But you see how she handling Wes though. She all looking at him, giving him the big eyes. And he's looking at her like, because you could tell he's like, I'm not really trying to come at you. I was just trying to help you.
But she's giving him the eyes from the corner. You know what I'm saying? That's that, because, you don't, if you don't know that, females, if you sit down and do standing up, you give them the eyes, the big eyes from looking up, the puppy dog eyes. But from the corner, if you have a little bit of angle on it, kills them.
Yeah, but you know, Rebecca gives me like, she's giving me, what's her name? Katie Holmes.
Rebecca was
Anne
like
Hathaway. She's like Katie Holmes with a splash of Anne Hathaway in Pat Benatar's clothes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Y'all tell me
but
what
for
y'all
some reason, she's giving me like Katie Holmes. This might be a stretch to you. Mixed with the pretty lady from Death Becomes Her, the redhead.
Get out of here.
Yeah, but just the shape of her face. But Katie Holmes is like eyes and everything on the face, but a little bit of it's something.
I love me some Goldie Hawn.
Let's first talk about Wes and Annalise.
Mm-hmm.
First of
I
all,
thought she was gonna say Wes and his baby oil.
His baby oil. You're so stupid because y'all saw him in that towel.
Water glistening down my abs.
Yeah, water glistening all down my abs. He was like, look at me. But you know, the scenes with Wes and Annalise, I love them. It's outstanding tension, the conflicting emotions.
Yeah, because they're both like.
And when I say conflicting emotions, I mean the emotions running in each of them individually. Because he has
they're both battling for that alpha. I'm the alpha.
Yeah, they're both battling each other. They both have a respect for each other. But see, the difference is Wes's respect for Annalise is more of a looking up to, like she is outstanding. And now he's having these conflicting emotions because now he's questioning her morals and her judgment calls. And he's like, man, I thought you was all for right. And he's kind of wondering, like, what's going on here? Annalise, she respects his mind, as you see, and she's starting to respect him more because of the way he's moving with her. Even though she knows he's looking at her like she's crazy, you could tell she's impressed with how he's moving. You know what I mean? And you could tell feeling real good about himself because when he was like, I documented everything. It's in a safe deposit box. One wrong move, phone call made, bow, got your ass. You know, and she looking at him like,
When he gave her that piece of paper, the envelope, she was like,
yeah, she wasn't feeling, you know what I mean? Because we know Annalise she know how to manipulate him. She just I think Annalise had to see where his mind was at, because she knew he was smart. I think she didn't know he had this in him.
Yeah.
You feel me? But she's also, you could tell, picking his brain because she's confused by his desire to protect Rebecca.
She's like, why? You love her or something? Like, oh, so you love her?
Because you see, yeah, you
and
love her now?
she's looking at the wall, like, and looking at the scratch marks on
And
the
she
wall,
was
which
like,
was
so
never, they never daggone explained it to her. And she's like, you and Rebecca, huh?
Because y'all know how we
like,
feel about them
what?
scratches on that wall. We said it in previous reviews. And she already jumped to the same conclusion. Like, oh, so y'all doing some nasty things up in here. She was like, what's going on? She said, what I don't understand
is... Why would you think of that of me?
Because she was like, you don't even know this chick. She said, why are you so hell-bent on this chick? She said, and then she told him, she said, you thinking that I don't have her best interest at heart the same way I have my husband's interest at heart? She was like, she said, it's all in your head. And he was like, well, prove it. Get her back or I'm calling the police.
She's like, what, because you think she's innocent? Don't tell me that's the reason why. Because I already told you that's not how we work.
Because you know what Annalise, she said, I taught you better. You know what I'm saying? But you know Annalise looking at him like it's that poo-tang. Because you know Brittany already said Wes is a virgin.
He is.
But Wes didn't get none though.
He
but
didn't.
Annalise don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So she's assuming that, you know, he's banging. And he just, you know, wants to help her because he's banging.
Yeah.
Connor assumed the same thing. Remember what he said to him? He said, how does it feel?
To F a murderer. Well, he didn't say F, but he was like to sleep with a murderer.
Love Connor. Because, you know, Connor would sleep with a murderer with no problem.
Yeah, like
I think he's actually low-key jealous.
Yeah.
He wants to sleep with a murderer.
Probably.
Speaking of Connor, y'all heard how he snapped on Michaela, right?
It's like, what is it with Connor and Michaela? Like, they're the best frenemies? They're best frenemies.
It's as if he wants to date her, but because of the way his sexuality is set up,
he's like, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work.
Yeah. He's like, the way my
nah.
sexuality is set up, I can't go there with you, but I would definitely date you. So it's like, you know, they're at a crossroads.
Did he just pull the gay fiance card on her?
Yeah. I mean, because that happened to me once. Because me and homosexual men generally don't get along, and it depends on the type of homosexual man, but and it just all depends if you don't get my personality type. But there was this one guy, I never forget, when I was in high school. He was outstanding. He was fabulous. Like, I liked him. At first I liked him because of his face. I was like, oh, he's cute. Didn't know he was gay. Found out he was gay. He was older than me. And then you know, that couldn't happen. But of course he was like, you know what, girl, if I wasn't gay,
he
said, you'd be mine. And I was like, really? Such a compliment, thank you. Because I mean, I know he's not set up that way sexually, so you know, he was like, girl, you know, our personalities really worked well together. Because he was flamboyant, you know, one of those type, and I usually don't get along with those type of gay guys, but we got along swell. You know,
swell. That's the word that she just used.
Swell. Because generally the guys, the gay guys who are very flamboyant, they don't like me. I guess because my personality type is very aggressive, and also I'm gonna speak my mind. You know what I'm saying? But you know, me and him. What was his name? Tiffany knows. I think it was Dre. Loved him.
It was Dre.
Because he would do the walks and stuff, and I was like, you know, and I'm not really like, you know, I'm not the type of woman that's going to be engrossed in the gay lifestyle like that. My best friend is like that. She's like, for the kids. She's all of that. But he was good. He was a good person. I like that about him. He was really cool. Anyway, sorry. I had to get off of that. There was another gay guy though that we were friends with when I worked at Symphony Space. His name was Michael. He was a sweetheart. But anyway, back to this. Connor is a trip. See, now Connor
is evil.
But what's funny is Connor's the type of gay guy I'd be cool with. I have no problem with it.
Because he's evil.
And he's not all, you know, he's not crazy flamboyant, but you know, he has his, because he searched Miss Michaela Philadelphia cunt. Because he was like,
Philadelphia cunt.
So who was it that tweeted? They was like, I'd have to stab him saying that trash to me.
He's too much.
But see, but this is the thing though, you women, you cannot be thinking that you can change some man who is either, if he's not fully out of the closet and accepting of his sexuality, if he's having questions or he's curious or whatever the case may be, you really don't want to be involved with a man romantically.
I feel like the only way you can change someone is if you're trying to make, you know what I'm saying? You can change a prude into a hoe, I'm thinking. But you cannot turn a hoe into a prude.
You can
it don't go that
probably
way.
Not, because they done experienced it.
Exactly.
Or you could change a man's hygiene. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, usually women, when we get with a, you know, guy, there's something that we need them to change. It's
why
like that.
Y'all like that though? It's like, y'all are so
not
gross.
all men. Not all
Most
men.
of them are disgusting.
Yeah, Brittany's father was one of those. Brittany's father was one of those Metro. Child, look at that.
What? Oh, hell no. What she got on?
We are so sorry, but this very oversized woman is walking by with these striped shorts,
striped booty pants, like hot pants, and it's cold and raining.
with
But she's
these
in these
socks
hot pants
up to
with
her
these
calves.
socks, yeah, and these what?
She's somebody's mother though. Like this
And
thing,
she's wrong for that.
and when I say she's somebody's mother, not somebody's mother like my age, somebody's mother.
No, she's
my
somebody.
age group.
She might be someone's grandmother.
She
'Cause
dead
you know how
wrong.
people do that
She is walking
early.
out here, and it's raining, y'all. But anyway, back to this. Sorry about that. And I'm gonna leave that right in there, cause, child, did you see that?
If we could turn and like have a zoom, that would be crazy.
You should have pulled out your camera and
Oh, you're
your
right.
phone and hit that. But you know what? No, we're not gonna do that because that's not nice. But anyway, what the hell was I on? Yeah, Brittany's father, he was like kind of metrosexual.
You know
Not
what
kind
the
of. He was
hilarious
very
thing?
metrosexual.
Very metrosexual. Like, is my
and
daddy gay?
I-
But he's not. He wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't gay. We know that for a fact. He wasn't gay, but it's just like.
Yeah. If you just met him, you would think.
And
he
the
was,
hilarious thing is, I never got with any dude like that though.
Nah,
Ever.
I'd never have.
Because you know they always
Why
say
would
you
we
date your
date
father.
friends?
I know they say
Hell no.
But they say you
Let me
date
tell you
your father,
something,
but-
and this is so sidebar. My stepfather, Brittany's father, he was
like the tennis shorts he be wearing, like, oh, I'm going to play tennis, so he got to put on his tennis outfit and stuff like.
yeah,
Man,
very
get outta
very
here.
80s man. He was a grown man in the 80s and in the 70s, you know. So Brittany's father, low key was, you know, he was not low key, but wasn't heavyweight champion of kickboxing.
No, not heavy.
No,
Oh yeah.
yeah, he was
Kickboxing
a,
champion of '86.
Yeah, he's a sensei. Like, and so he used to train me and my brother with karate, as he would say. And he also modeled, and like he was
Yeah.
a bodyguard for Michael Jackson at
Yeah.
one point. Like he dated Beverly Johnson, which was
Yeah.
crazy for me. Like, you know, because I was like, oh my god, you know. But he you know, that's
Side
really
note though, he didn't teach me karate. I went to like 2 classes, and he told me like, no, this isn't for me.
Brittany's.
And I was just like, I really wanted to learn though. I'm like, I really wanted to learn, and he didn't want to teach me.
Well, I
He told me to go to dance and take piano.
I mean, because me and Michael were in performing arts stuff as well, but I had to be pink and blue because I had a little brother. Brittany is all the way pink.
But my
Even
thing
though
is,
she tried so hard to be
I
a little
wanted
tomboyish,
to do karate, and he basically told me, no, it's not like I was bad. You know, it's not like I sucked. I did what he told me to do. And he was just like, I wanted to do basketball. Michael was teaching me, and mommy told him to stop. I'm like,
no, but when you joined the basketball team, you did not like the fact that that girl hit you, and you quit.
no, I didn't quit because of that. Y'all told me to quit. All right, we about to get tense.
She on
It's
some
getting
boyish
tense.
because I
It's getting
told
tense.
I
No,
asked
but
her-
really though, I quit because we sucked as a team.
no, and you was like, this girl hit me because I said to you, the first time you get hit, you gonna be done.
I wasn't done though. She pushed me. I was like, she hit me, but I was gonna still do it.
Anyway,
It's not like I quit that game, but also
who y'all believe? Because
but
y'all already
also-
know who got the better memory.
But also, we sucked.
anyway,
It was like, I can't be embarrassed like that. Like, we sucked.
Anyway,
And the boys basketball team, they was like, man, come on, y'all. And it was like, we sucked. And if I would have got lessons from my brother, who's freaking awesome at basketball, I would have been better.
but
I couldn't
also
do that.
you're very individual, and you know.
And I don't want to be out there. It's like, if I don't suck by
which
myself.
is why
you
she
know what I'm
was
saying?
doing her dance and her singing and whatnot.
Yeah, but
and
what I'm saying is
drumming
this.
and
You know, I'm saying like this does not come naturally to me, and it's like I'm not the only person who sucks. The whole team sucks. Like I'm not going to be embarrassed.
Anywho, we
with
brought
everybody.
up
I can just
Brittany's
stop.
metrosexual daddy.
But actually, no, I didn't quit. The whole basketball team was scratched. There was no basketball team. The whole thing. Okay.
Okay, Brittany's made her
You
point.
see how
right?
Jasmine act? All right, whatever.
I mean, I just thought we was talking about how to get away with murder.
no,
But anyway,
you see how now she wanted? Okay, whatever.
anywho, we brought up Brittany's daddy to say that all men are not stinky and dirty, so y'all don't feel that we think that y'all all are, but most jocks
Most of
are.
y'all are
And
stinky
y'all
and
women
dirty.
know if you like jocks,
Oh, yeah, I
if you're
like
into the
jocks.
jock type of dude, yeah, you know how sometimes you be like, you know, they throw their socks here, whatever, you know, whatever. But the thing is, I like Connor. You know, Connor is
That's
my
what we was
type
talking
of.
about?
Yes, we were exactly. And
Until
she's just
she started attacking me. Okay.
Anyway, y'all saw how Connor served Michaela. What were y'all thoughts on that? What would you have done? Someone tweeted
I would
that.
have slapped him.
I mean, it was like, but the
Because
thing,
like that's just between us right now. Why are you?
but the thing is, no, but that's the whole point. Michaela's playing herself.
My husband is gay. I mean, my fiance is gay, and you a hoe.
Yeah, he's a little. I mean, I don't want to call.
No,
Connor,
he's a hoe.
Yes,
Connor's
he's a hoe. He's a
But
hoe.
he's
no,
cool.
hold on. We have to say he's a hoe because you know those women.
They
those
gonna-
women. They're gonna be like, wait a minute. Hold on, no. What's the comment that we I see so much. Y'all not being consistent. You say Olivia is this, but if this man is doing this, he's a hoe too. Okay.
I mean, we like
hold
Olivia.
up. So you happy? Connor's a hoe.
Yeah.
Wait, we say it again. Connor's a hoe. One more time. Connor is a hoe.
We
But
like
you know what he
Olivia's a hoe
ain't?
that
But
we
you know
like.
what he ain't right now? He
An
ain't no
adulterer.
side
He's not an
chick
adulterer.
like Annalise was. Ah!
Damn.
When
He was
Annalise,
like, no. She said, tell that to your first wife.
yeah,
What?
remember
Come
that?
on, man.
Okay.
Get your mistress behind. And you know what? But I'm upset with her because being that she was a mistress and that's what her relationship is built upon.
Yeah.
She knows that she should know that she needs to keep herself together. Okay, a wig cap or some braids underneath that wig. She got it's just all over the place. There's one little braid sticking out. Like you need to act like you was a mistress before and keep your shit together.
I gotta give it to her though. I love because it's because of the scene. Well, y'all know how we all felt about her taking the wig off and stuff like that. But her speaking to.
But the first time she took the wig off though, she was giving us like. She looked cute though.
No, but her talking to Sam with the wig off is just so amazing.
And Sam is good too because he's just looking at her like, Anna.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful acting. But I think I tweeted that. I said, what's her name? I said Viola has become one of my top favorite actresses now. Because you know how, I don't know about y'all, but I don't have like one specific. Angela Bassett is my girl. I love her.
Hey, y'all see that Angela Bassett got 3 boobs in American Horror Story?
I ain't got time for that. But I have a certain number of top actresses. Betty Davis is up there. So I want to say my top 5, and then there's my top 10. And Viola is right now. She's in my top 10. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do and it's not to disrespect Viola Davis. I've always known she was a great actress. I just think that I wasn't in tune to her as much as
I think it's just that she hasn't had as many
leading roles, I guess.
leading
But
roles.
the thing is, when I really think about it, when I really sit down with pen and paper,
she's been in a lot.
and she's been in a lot of
stuff.
movies that I like. And it's like, wait a minute, that was Viola. Like the movie, is it Beautiful Creatures?
Yeah,
she was in Beautiful Creatures. And I'm like, wow, I didn't even realize.
Viola be in a lot of different stuff, and she be having a lot of different hairstyles too.
Yeah,
Also,
and in Beautiful Creatures, her hair is cut very low. I thought it was really cute too. I liked it, but it made her neck look really long. But which is fabulous, But the thing is, Viola, man, she's bad.
Did you hear them talking about she's got a great set of boobs?
Yeah,
Connor
she does though.
and Asher.
She does though, and when a gay man says your boobs are great, they're great. Because they're not about to give you
no free compliments.
Real props. I mean,
they're not gonna
you know what I'm
give you no
saying?
free
But
compliments.
the thing is, but the thing, Viola was looking cute in court too. When she had on that black, they was defending
with the flower. I like that
I
dress.
thought she was looking very fabulous. I liked it, but it's just so funny the contrast, seeing her without the wig and no makeup, and then they switch scenes and she's sitting there.
And it's like,
Cause then they switched it. She was sitting in the classroom,
Mhm,
and there
it was
was
like-
no Wes. Wes was MIA.
and she's
staring at.
Michaela had to come. Just get up and speak because Viola was like,
Well,
with
first-
her Kevin Hart. She was like,
But first she snapped on,
Laurel.
Laurel, and
was like, sorry, boo, I'm not showing off. I'm just answering the question.
yeah.
Now I'll take a seat and you can watch me do it.
But you know what? Laurel is getting shine these past, I want to say 2 to 3 episodes.
Yeah, 2.
Laurel has been doing her thing, and I've been pretty impressed with her. The Frank and Laurel situation is interesting as well, because you could tell it's like she likes him. She doesn't want to like him, but she likes him. You know what I'm saying?
But she also had the dude.
Yeah, but Bonnie and her
his name?
phony ass telling her, leave him alone, yet she in bed with Asher.
Asher Dasher Smasher.
Yeah. I found that very interesting. Like, wow, Bonnie. And we all thought.
Bonnie. Yeah, Bonnie's like, oh, Asher. Oh, Asher.
But and it's very interesting though. It's like Miss Bonnie is very we see the duplicity in Bonnie now, because we assumed that
Bonnie's like a little evil genius.
Yeah, we assumed that she was kind of into Mr. Sam, but come to find out it's Annalise that she loves. You think Bonnie's bisexual? Who knows? But it could be just that she feels very indebted to her, because I guess they were saying that
she saved them or something.
I guess Annalise is on her like Olivia type thing. But it's Bonnie is the one who actually outed poor Nate, and Nate
came to her on some.
He's pissed off though.
And
I wonder if Annalise is gonna tell, but I guess she probably isn't gonna tell him it was Bonnie. She just said to him it wasn't me.
Yeah.
But you saw Annalise.
He was like, yeah, whatever, okay, and that's why I lied to you, and your husband probably is a murder.
And you see how Annalise looked at Bonnie, was like, thank you for helping my husband though. She threw that stank. She was like,
I know it was you, but thanks for helping my husband though.
She was like, but I got this though. And someone else tweeted that. They said, I wanted to mention this before when we were talking about how great Viola is. I think Jervita Burns, she's on Twitter, and she said the fact that we get to see Viola for free like this is like a crime, and she's absolutely right, because it's like, generally we got to go pay at the movies, but we're seeing her on TV every week. Isn't that great? Look at that gift. But and it's not a gift from Shonda, that's a gift from Viola. And God. Okay. God is good, because she had to be getting the right type of a paycheck to even accept this. Y'all need to understand, this is no struggling actress.
No.
All right, she's
been doing this.
She's doing us a damn favor. Thank you, Viola, and thank you, Jesus.
Hey.
Praise him, y'all, right now in your living room. Well, if you're at work,
don't praise him too loud.
Praise him side. No, you can't say Jesus. Praise him loud in your heart and in your head. You always.
I was gonna say, but I mean, if you're a gangster like me, you're gonna be like, hey.
Yeah, because if you don't, the rocks will cry out. Yes.
Your stapler finna cry out.
Yeah, thank you, Jesus. Your kid. Hey, thank you for letting Viola be on TV every week. But all jokes aside, somebody else tweeted, I forgot that person's name too. They was like, oh man, speaking about Bonnie and Annalise, they was like, so I guess Bonnie loves Annalise. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think?
She was like, don't get it twisted, Sam. I'm doing it for Anna.
Yeah. When she told Sam that, because he was like, thank you. And it was
it's like nicknames. He talking about Bond. What? Don't be nicknaming. Oh my God.
That's an interesting situation. But Bonnie, she has a lot of duplicity going on with her.
Bonnie might be just like Connor Cohen.
I mean, I would really like to. It's going to be interesting to see that play out. Whether she is, in fact, seeing Sam or not. I'm thinking probably not now because of the way it's all playing out. What do you guys think? Y'all let us know. But Bonnie is phony though. Phony Bonnie. Bon. She phony as hell. But Sam and Annalise, like when she was like setting up Griffin, because when she found out, that Bonnie is the one who told them about Nate, whatever the case may be. So now she has this phone. Wes threw the gauntlet down like, yo, get Rebecca back or whatever. And Annalise does what? Sets up Griffin.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Go get Frank. Frank, I need you to do this between me and you. But because of the situation with Nate is following Frank. And Nate has the information.
And Nate's gonna try to get his job back.
God damn it. And that's why.
I've been employed for too long. I'm not finna.
Okay, he can't get his pension and probably whatever. His wife is sick. You know what I'm saying? That's that drop. So, I mean, the thing is, that's why I was like, Annalise got to make things right with Nate. I don't know if she's focused. But Annalise don't seem to play no games, though. But I'm hoping that she gets on it before he go running his.
She doesn't really seem scared, except for the fact, like when she was going off, like she had to.
Yeah, she was stressed
about Sam.
Yeah, when she. Yeah, that was exactly the
look. And everything. He like, shut up. Their house is just open though. Like everybody
just runs in and out. They hear what's going on. I mean, she got a business. She's running her business from her home, so I guess that's how it would go down. But I really want her to hurry up and get Nate back on her team because oh my Jesus,
I need some insight.
But when she told Wes, they found some other evidence. Did you see Wes looking at her like? What evidence? In his head, he's like, he knows. He said something is just not right about this. But I guess I have to be accepting of this. And she said she's such and such. Go get her. And you can tell he wants to have a rebuttal. He's like, but he knows not where to grab it from. He's like, what just happened here? But he's also at the same time in awe of her.
Impressed, yeah.
As the Keaton Five were when they were in court and she was in it. Did y'all see Annalise working that daggone senator? Speaking of the case, poor Asher.
Yeah.
Poor Asher had to find out that his daddy was on that bull.
He was like, you telling me that when you got to where you got to on the back of a black man? Well, he didn't say the black man, but he was like on the back of this man who's about to die.
Yeah,
2 weeks.
This episode was dealing with race. They threw out some things on race because remember when Annalise shouted out,
he was with some white whore.
Yeah, that took us aback.
I said, like, they say
Did she just say white whore? You know, and someone tweeted.
But it's like, why are you bringing in color? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, did his wife say, you with some black whore? Like, then it would be like, wait a minute.
Yeah, because Sam probably is
and
multi.
Sam was like,
but he's probably multicultural. He's
I'm pretty
like,
sure he was with an Asian.
He's definitely sounds like he's like Big Pun. He was
Yeah.
like, I regulate every shade of that. Okay. Yo, Sam be on it seems. Go ahead, player from the Himalaya. He dead wrong. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me say this because I don't want to hear.
Sam is a hoe.
Sam is
And
wrong.
he's an adulterer too, though.
Oh
That's
my
really
God.
ridiculous.
Can I really say this though? Do we really have to say each time who we think is wrong? Let's use our brains, folk. Obviously, we don't like adultery. So if we make a joke about it once or twice, that doesn't mean we're for
Jasmine's being condescending, you guys.
it. Whatever. Come on. I mean, we shouldn't have to say each time. Y'all know we don't like it. You know we think it's whack. So, but it's like, but that joke we just made, it be, see, y'all not being consistent because if it was Olivia, y'all would say. Anywho. Y'all saw how Olivia changed that. I mean, Olivia, see? Because I said Olivia. I'm about to say Olivia. Y'all saw how Annalise changed that wallpaper?
Yes.
Like that. I was saying that too. I said, I bet you that wallpaper be painting there. It'd be nothing but primer on the walls.
Nah, that's too much.
I felt they should have showed it though. I wanted to see it. Like, yo, her just in the bathroom. Watch her face. Straight white primer all over the walls. That was, you saw what she said, you like the new wallpaper? He was like, poor
so
Sam though.
stupid.
I feel bad for Sam because you know he feels so stupid.
He is stupid.
Especially when
all because of some poontang. Like,
but
this
especially
is too much. This is too much.
But especially when he was like, you know, maybe I should get a lawyer. Maybe she was like,
yeah, a stupid lawyer would tell you to do that.
Because then the fact of the matter came out that he was not where he said he was gonna be at. And you see how she looking at him like, because Nate divulged that he lied.
Yeah.
Nate
He was like, do you believe me? And she was like, the only thing I know for sure is that you're a liar.
Damn liar. And how can you believe a liar?
Yeah.
Because now you got to figure out. It's like Papa Pope. We're going to scandal now. Papa Pope lies. You know what I'm saying? But tells the truth also in his lies. So as a lawyer, that's how she's looking at. I mean, because I took law, so I know how she's looked. She said, I know you're a liar. So she got to find the lies, find the truth in the lies. But remember this also. That's why she really looking at him sideways, because she could care less if the person she defends is telling the truth or not. So you know she's looking at him as a client.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? This is really good. I really like what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that we missed?
Hey.
What? What's you guys' theory though? Who do you think killed Sam?
Yeah.
Because you saw in the coming attractions when she was like, "You little whore," to Rebecca when she snapped on Rebecca.
Yeah.
And she's a liar and all of that.
But the thing is, like, did you really think that Rebecca killed him? Because most people,
I think that Rebecca killed Lila. Because low key, I forgot that Rebecca is a drug dealer. I said, wow. She sure did mention that when she was talking to Wes. She said, for some drug dealing chick you don't even really know. Like, Rebecca is a drug dealer.
She's from the streets.
And I'm not saying that's why she killed Lila. It's just that it's like you forget for a second. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I think she did kill her, and I think she's playing them. Just like I said before, I believe that she's playing Wes. I believe that Wes just don't know he's being played. I think that, what's her name? Annalise suspects that he's being played, but she wasn't sure.
Yeah.
You feel me? But, I think...
And she's not going to take kindly to nobody playing her puppy.
Yeah, because if they... Yeah, and not only just that, if they're playing Wes, they're playing her.
Mm-hmm.
So that means there's going to be some wrath set up on Miss Rebecca if this is the case. You know what I'm saying? But the way they're doing it with Sam and his death, it's like as if you suspect everyone. I believe, though, that Asher may be charged because of the trophy.
Yes.
I believe that a couple of people... Well, I shouldn't say charged. A suspect. I think that there's going to be a couple of
And I want to know, but where was Bonnie at? Because Bonnie's always in their house.
That is true.
So where was she?
Where was she at when this took place? She could have did it. Asher could have did it. I mean, I think there's going to be a number of suspects due to, you know, what took place with
we gotta go get
Mr.
kids.
Sam. Okay, yeah, we're gonna be ending this soon.
I mean, as a whole, I mean, they both were great episodes, but for episode 5,
We have not had a bad episode of How to Get Away.
No, we have not. It's Turn Up, of course. Turn Up worthy scene was when Wes was at the end of that episode talking about why is this here wallpaper on this here wall. I think the turn-up-worthy character was... I feel like the turn-up-worthy character was probably Nate. Where he was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lied. It was your husband. Your husband lied to you. Da, 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 da. You know, whatever the case may be. What you think?
I don't know.
And she's
I don't really know this episode, so I'm gonna just say Sam because like he's pimping hoes.
What's going on?
Well, past tense because he's dead now, but I guess that's what you get when you be pimping too many hoes.
Get out of my face. Bad chick, bad mofo, badass mofo. I'm gonna give it to Laurel because just for her statement when she said, "I'm a cheater, I'm a slut, I'm a bad person, I'm a murderer."
She said, "Why don't you kill me?
Yes,
why don't you kill me? I give an F if you feel me. I'm gonna follow
my heart."
Yeah, Kanye.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. What's next? What else?
Turned down.
Yeah, who's turned down? Turned down was having to listen to that wife stand on the stand and talk about like the fact that her husband, who was a cop, was beating on her. That was
the other cop was like, no, he was very attentive to her.
Yeah,
he
that
called
whole
her
case
several
was dropped.
times a day just to make sure she's okay because she's very fragile. No, he was calling her to make sure that she was where he told her to be at that time.
Exactly. Okay, that was that drop. I was like, man, I didn't like that. That bothered me because my husband was a police officer, so I'm like, but see, she tripping. My child wouldn't have had to do it.
Yeah, why would you put that on him?
I've been did it. Say goodbye to daddy. Nah, but let's see. We
Turned down.
We said turned down was that scene. Did we do Creep on Bastard Wood?
No.
I say Creep on Bastard Wood. Well, I guess I give it to Sam at all times.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, if we don't have one, let's just give it to Sam.
Because Sam is the reason for all of this. I think the best line was check the wallpaper.
She's like, I don't know if I can trust you, but you can't trust Annalise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good scene also.
Dang. Rebecca, because Rebecca was like, I'm not with it.
Rebecca was like, I'm out of here.
These mofos about to send me to
Sam
jail.
does get creep on Bastard Wood because he was up here questioning that girl and talking crazy.
Because she was
with
like,
an attitude.
He said, who do you think killed the dude that she was with? Obviously,
But
he
you're
was
not
old.
alone. That's
she
not what
probably,
she was
she probably, ended it with him or whatever. Do you have any proof? Yeah. Bruh, do you remember what you're supposed to be doing?
But you saw how Annalise kept blowing Wes off like, skirt.
Yeah.
She just kept skirting on that man. Man, that scene though, when he saw that wallpaper, he was like...
You know how Wes
was about to whoop that behind. He was like,
Wes
go
almost
grab my
said,
belt. You need to spank him, baby. You need to spank him, baby. You need to go grab my belt. Okay?
Oh, I didn't...
Annalise was supposed to get her behind one for that. Because it's like, because he was like, you can't trust her. Yeah. That was crazy.
You can't trust them. You can't trust them. You can't trust them.
Turn up worthy? Yes. Turn up worthy character?
Wes. Because he hit Annalise straight face, poker face. He was like, you better get Rebecca.
Wes was like, poker face, poker face. Poker face, poker face. That's that drink. Oh.
I make him high, give him what I got.
Okay. That song is hot. For me, it's Annalise, turn up worthy character. Definitely. That scene with her and Wes, and I just love how she be looking like, alright, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, whatever.
I like how Annalise moves, and I love that scene when she was going off on that senator in the courtroom. She kept going, even though they was like, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
I thought that was bad.
Gauntlet.
It was like, stop it!
Miss
She was like, I'm gonna throw all this information out, and y'all gonna have to let my homie go. And that's exactly what they wound up doing.
Y'all gonna poor black man.
Creep on Bastard Award goes to
Asher's father for putting that man in jail for no reason.
That is true.
Well, I mean, the reason was for him to,
he
step
did wrong
up.
for that. But turn down moment or turn down worthy character. Anyone turned down? Who was turned down? Because we got Asher's father as the creep on Bastard, but what was turned down?
Sam, because Sam is really...
Yeah, Sam is
He's annoying. And it's like, all of this is because of your D. All of this. The D. It's like he's from Detroit or something. It's all about the D. Like, come on.
Sam.
All of this is it's not worth all this trouble.
Okay, baddest mofo of the app. I give it to Wes because the fact that he blackmailed Annalise
It's
alone
crazy,
was like,
exactly, like,
or through an ultimatum, her way I should say.
That's black man.
Yeah, crazy. Depending on the context, though. Yeah. But yes, it's a little crazy. It was crazy. This turn-up-worthy scene was Wes and Annalise talking together, and the ultimatum.
I don't like
dropped.
the fact that Wes has an Audi, but I mean, what can I say?
This girl.
What can I do?
This girl. But I guess I don't know. Was there a best line? A line that stuck out to you? I think for me it was when she said to him, and don't tell me it's because she's innocent, because you think she's innocent, because I taught you better. Yes. I love it how ballsy she is. I think it's badass.
I just feel bad for her relationship with Nate, even though I mean it's a whole relationship because they're not supposed to be.
Yeah, they shouldn't because she's married
and
he's married. I mean, he has extenuated circumstances. I mean, I don't agree with it, but I can understand the situation. However, it ain't right. But you could tell she cares about what he thinks. It seems.
Yeah.
It would appear.
Which is weird.
It is a little weird. But she told Sam, "I need you." That crying scene.
That was
a turn-up scene too. That's runner up. And I need you. I love you. That was a good scene. Cause I was like, well, why does she need him? This mother effer. But then when she hit that I love you, I was like, dang, and she was crying. Cause it's like, even though he cheated, she still loves him, even though she's cheating too. I mean, we still need backstory. And a lot of people said that, like, how come y'all not saying this or how come y'all saying we don't really know these characters yet. We're still getting to know them. We know Olivia and all of them. It's been 4 years.
Yeah.
We need to get to know these characters a little bit more, know their backstory. Like, remember, even with
Melly.
Melly.
It's been 4 years, so it's like, we homegirls now. You think she let me borrow one of her coats?
Yeah. Like with Melly. Everyone hated Melly.
Yeah. 3rd
season, though, it was like, oh, ish. I said, nah, bruh. Now we understand everything. Now I see, damn it. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was interesting how Annalise brought out that info that she said, yeah, she needed saving, like you came and saved me.
So she's just lost.
Yeah, like I was lost. Yes. That was an interesting. No, that's another good line when she was like, tell it to your first wife.
Yeah. Ah! She said, you saved me. You saved me. You saved me.
So give me what is
second chance.
Yes.
Give me a second chance.
Well, you think Sam?
How is Sam saving these hoes though? Goddamn, save a hoe.
But what's interesting is that Sam isn't necessarily begging Annalise, like, take me. It's because I guess there's no take me back or not, because obviously he's done this in the past. They're not going.
She's not going anywhere.
That is the setup of their marriage. So that whole dynamic is interesting. But as the seasons go by, we'll learn more. And really be able to, I mean, both episodes were really great. Episode 5 and episode 6. Like, I really like How to Get Away with Murder. I don't even know how else to say it. Is there anything else to say?
Don't let this TV be, put an impression on you and you think you could just go outside and start murdering folk and it'd be okay. Okay? Talking about you really like it.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
You know what? Do y'all hear this nonsense? What is she talking about? Please. All I know is y'all better be watching How to Get Away with Murder. What are y'all theories though? Please, I want y'all to put your theories down.
Tell me
what your theories are. I want to know. And be tweeting. We tweet whenever we're watching the show. I want you guys to tweet with us. Tweet with us. Or if you got something throughout the world. No, Thursdays. Thursdays is when we need to be tweeting about scandal, How to Get Away with Murder. So if y'all got some theories or y'all got some things to ask us or y'all want to say to us or whatever, at our Twitter names.
So we know it's real.
Yes. Or if you got something, even if it has nothing to do with scandal and How to Get Away with Murder, y'all can just at our Twitter names.
So we know it's real.
Anyway, that's all of our turn-up worthies, all of that. Y'all tell us what you think. I'm Jazz.
And I'm BRITT.
NYCWAO.
Deuces.